Glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Northwestern Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
I caught up with Rutgers head coach before the game. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Northwestern's offense will go to work first. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Quarterback Keith. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Scarlet Knights offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Frankly, they've been looking forward to this matchup all week. The coaching staff imploring him to go after this guy. Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to go for a big one. Touchdown, Rutgers! What a grab in the end zone for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go right back to it. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. It'll be 3rd and long. These corners going to give them some space. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds the tight end. He's going to be a little short. It'll be fourth down from the 44. Northwestern will have to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7. Turning it on! Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Scarlet Knights have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Scarlet Knights lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Offense, quick tempo.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one.
He's got it way down the field. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Scarlet Knights have this offense rolling. The run inside. It's Mitchell. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming, and the ball's out, and they're after it. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Might be changing the route. Running inside. It's Mitchell. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. What a cut! Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. To the air on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Try and play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. Third down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Lets it fly. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Extra point here will tie the game. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a gap. It's Mitchell. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Teray. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the counter. Let's take a big picture program perspective on Rutgers. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away.
Going downfield for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Makes the catch and he's free. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rutgers. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. There he goes. Just one. Looking forward to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Covey. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's going for the big play. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. Setting up for the extra point and the top.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He might want another play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll pull it down. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing.
He's taking the shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. After picking up the 1st down, they still have to move quickly here.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got 9 yards on the play, leaves him with 3rd and a yard. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. He's got the back in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Northwestern spends its final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The short hands, it's Farrell. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. So now it's 2nd and long. The DBs will back off a bit. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Rutgers takes its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Makes it past the marker. Open space at the 25. After that big game, maybe no longer content to just run the ball and go to the locker room. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He's going to run it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the 3rd quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out.
Breaks into the open. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Delayed handoff. It's Mitchell. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Scarlet Knights are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. The run inside. It's Mitchell. Looking for room at the 30. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! They take the lead here in the 2nd half. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Northwestern right back to the line. DB's right up on the receivers. Shoots it to the left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th. If they can't, fires one high and deep. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Teray. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, the attempt is no good, and the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. Lowers those pads. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick spin on the run. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The short hands, it's Covey. Could not make his way to the corner. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Punt is on its way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Finding an escape route. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
From the gun, running back on the move. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He lost one down the sideline. Makes a deep grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Rushes on him. And down he goes. Going to get a stoppage here for just a second as Northwestern has an injured player on the field. Northwestern will have to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the option, he keeps it. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Timeout on the field. Northwestern has called it. That's their 2nd. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll field this one in tight quarters. And the returner will be brought down. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. He'll keep it himself. Makes a man miss. Pick up of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Wallace. Looking to the big tight end. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They'll stop him short on 3rd down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Now on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down? Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
On the move from inside is 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Pulls it in. It's Farrell.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking downfield, it's Wallace. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Wildcats will hustle to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff.